All right, so this message is for single people who are actually searching or okay with being found at this point in time in your life. I just want you all to be cognizant of something, because around this time, maybe about 2 weeks from now, is when people happen to find that one that they feel is the one and get booed up for it to not last. And I just want you to be aware. Basically, the foundation of this message is for you all to become aware of the time frame that you happen to find or meet these people that you end up with for typically a short period of time. And I say that because it's really easy for you to think that timing was perfect, which it was in a sense for that person that you meet, or even for yourself. And the reason for this that we don't pay attention to, or it kind of goes over our heads, is this is income tax time. Why am I sharing that it's income tax time? Most of you, if you're an adult, know that it's income tax time because it's a time frame in which a lot of us wait for. So with income tax time comes refund checks. With refund checks comes, unfortunately, shopping for stuff that does not really carry much value. But it is a time where people are going to have their hair and stuff done, well groomed, nice new clothes and everything like that, which is more than likely going to be when you're going to go out or see people, and people are going to see you at your best. So this is typically when people encounter that person that looks good, smells good, and carries themselves well and dresses very well. And with that comes the physical attraction. And with that physical attraction comes the exchanging of the numbers and talking and everything like that. Well, you'll find people at their best level of confidence during these time frames, which would be them, I guess, putting their best foot forward, so to speak. So when you typically meet that person during this time frame, this is when you all are going to be dating, going out on a lot of dates, going to the movies and stuff like that, not realizing that all of this is afforded because of income tax time. So this is not necessarily going to be your reality. And this is when a lot of people, as I stated before, they get connected, they get booed up, and they think, oh, this is the one. We spend a lot of time together. We go out, we do this and that, not realizing the time frame in which you all have met. And then it eventually dissipates and everything changes. So it's kind of the equivalent of that child that wants to move with the other parent that is not with them full time because they just went on summer vacation or spring vacation with them, and they did all these extravagant things, and now they think you are a terrible mom or dad because you don't do all that stuff with them. They've only spent time with them for a short period of time, and that time afforded that other parent to do a lot of things, action parks, movies, and all that stuff in that short period of time. As opposed to if they live with them full time, they would be treated the same way that that full-time parent is treating them, because they don't have money like that. So just be mindful that when you're out dating, this is not just for income tax time. You have people that are college students. You got refund check time. So be mindful of the time frame in which you meet the person. Not to mention, you shouldn't be necessarily into that person because of their physical attributes and the fact that they can pay for your movie expenses or the dinner reservations and all that other stuff like that. But at the same time, you as a person that's receiving the income tax should not be using that as your best foot forward and convincing them that this is the lifestyle that they would have for the rest of their lives. So it's a two-way street. I just want you all to be aware of the time frame in which you meet people and that you may find attractive or interesting to the point where you all begin to date and become a couple and go into a relationship. So just for those who are dating, as I stated, those who are searching or those who are okay with being found, be mindful of the time in which you meet the person, because around this time span is when I notice a lot of people get booed up and it does not work out because the intent or the thought process behind the whole courting time is not realistic. It's not what is going to ultimately be the relationship. It's just a time frame which they had to come up for a short period of time, and it allowed them to do things that they typically wouldn't be able to do on a regular basis. So with that, I hope that I've prepared you for this time frame in which people meet each other and get false conceptions of what the actual relationship will be. I mean, you can take advantage of that time to understand the depth of the person, talking wise or conversation wise, but the physicality or the physical aspects of the dating experience, I would not bet my rest of my life, so to speak, on that being the experience for that relationship. That's all I got for you all today. As usual, I love you all. Hope this helps someone. Be safe. Peace.